Hey, good afternoon, Block 6, and to our instructor, good afternoon, ma'am. This afternoon, we're going to discuss the Chapter 6 of Republic Act 8371. So, the Chapter 6 is all about cultural integrity. According to Latayan and Tan 2020, cultural integrity pertains to unity or wholeness of indigenous peoples' knowledge, beliefs, values, and norms. So basically, it is an individual's method of recognizing and honoring the ownership of resources, practices, and every information that grow from a specific culture or community. So the next presenter will discuss the sections of Chapter 6.
Section 29. Protection of indigenous culture, traditions, and institutions. The state shall respect, recognize, and protect the rights of the ICCS, indigenous people to preserve and protect their culture and traditions and institution. Ito yung section nga bibigyan ng respeto at ma-recognize ang kanilang proteksyon at bibigyan din sila ng mga rights ang mga indigenous people na ma-preserve ang kanilang proteksyon sa kanilang kultura, tradisyon at institusyon nila. Ito yung pagbibigay ng proteksyon sa kanilang kultura, sa kanilang pananamit at sa kanilang tradisyon na marami silang mga sagrado nga hindi dapat ipapakita sa mga hindi indigenous people. Section 30. Educational system. The state shall provide equal access to various cultural opportunities to the ICCS indigenous people through the educational system. Public or private cultural entities, scholarships, grants, and other incentives without prejudice. Ito yung section na bibigyan ng provide at magka-access sila sa bibigyan sila ng cultural opportunities yung mga indigenous people, bibigyan sila ng educational system na makapag-aral sila sa public at private na mga cultural entities at mag-i-aim din sila ng mga scholarships na ibibigay ng gobyerno at mag-grant sila ng other incentive without prejudice. Section 31. Recognition of the cultural diversity. The state shall endeavor to have the dignity and diversity of the cultures, traditions, histories, and aspirations of the ICCS. Indigenous peoples appropriately reflected in all forms of education, public information, and cultural educational exchange. Ito yung section na mabibigyan ang kanilang dignidad at kanilang diversity sa kanilang kultura at tradisyon sa mga historya nila na mabibigyan at ma-reflect ito sa kanilang edukasyon at yun lang po. Next, Porter.
For the Section 32, which is the Community Intellectual Rights, it was stated here that indigenous people have the right to practice and revitalize their own culture. When we say revitalize, it is to give new life or renew the tradition that they always do. An example for this is when a cultural property was taken without consent, the indigenous people have the right to ask them to return that property to their community. Next is Section 33, Rights to Religious, Cultural Sites, and Ceremonies. In this section, they have the right to access the religious sites, for example, their church. Also, the state shall take action to respect and protect their sacred places. So, for it to be possible, these are some illegal things to avoid. For letter A, it is illegal to get the materials of the indigenous people through diggings. When we say diggings, it is to bring out the soil, or in Tagalog or in Filipino, ito ay huhukayin or paghuhukay. And for letter B, it is also illegal to destroy the artifacts of indigenous people, especially if it is sacred for them, and if these objects can help them to preserve their culture. And when we say artifacts, it is handmade objects that was made during the ancient times. For Section 34, rights to indigenous knowledge systems and practices and to develop own sciences and technologies. In other words, they can control their own traditional medicine, innovation, visual arts, and literature. So they can have full control of those because, according to this section, they must protect their own science. So they must protect it for them to grow and develop as one tribe or as one community.
Section 35. Access to biological and genetic resources. Access to biological and genetic resources as to indigenous knowledge related to conservation, utilization, and enhancement of these resources shall be allowed within a central lands and domains. Sa madaling salita, ang mga katutubo o indigenous people, sila ay may karapatang kontrolin o pangalagaan ang biological genetic resources. Pag sinabing biological and genetic resources, ito yung mga halamang gamot, pagkain, or mga hayop. At syempre, hindi ka pwedeng gumalaw ng mga lupain nila kung wala naman silang paintulot. Next is Section 36, Sustainable Agrotechnical Development. The state shall recognize the right of ICCs or IPs to a sustainable agrotechnological development and shall formulate and implement programs of action for its effective implementation. Binigyang karapatan ang mga indigenous cultural communities upang suportahan ang kalikasan or genetic resources upang matiyak din ang tagumpay na sustainable na pag-unlad ng mga ito. And last, Section 37 for archaeological and historical site. The ICCs or IPs shall have the rights to receive from the national governments all funds especially earmarked or allocated for the management and preservation of their archaeological and historical site. Binigyan din sila ng karapatan ang ICCs or IPs na tumanggap ng mga pondo mula sa pangalaga ng kanilang lugar. Ang layunin nun upang matiyak ang ICCs or IPs na mabigyan na sapat na pondo upang mapanatili ang kaayusan ng kanilang lugar. And this is the report of Group 6. Thank you.
Thank you.